Uh, yeah, I think we're getting Juve to come to cast with us as well. Also, the main issue we had last time is that our spectates weren't at the same speed, so we might just need to pause them at the start of the game to just pop them in the right place. Yeah, no. My lifetime was just half a minute. No, it was like 5 minutes actually behind Tubers. All right. Looking like the boys are ready, so we're hopping in to the old Champs League.
Hello, everybody. We are live in Bucharest. I'm your host, Alexander, and here with me is David, the beautiful Brit. Let's see
Hello.
the two teams right now picking, and let's see the first bands. What do you think, David? We see the Thalia band, of course.
I think that's a pretty standard one. I don't think we're going to see much deviation in the bands from the last time these teams played. But yeah, so it's a pretty must band.
So that means that the next one is gonna be the Zoe, as I suspect.
Yeah. Oh
Oh
no,
yeah,
that's
it's a
so
Jinx.
that's up against Grax though, and Jinx in general is a very strong pick at the moment.
Yeah.
So that might mean they leave the Zoe up actually. There's the Ornn ban going
Yeah.
against Jonas.
They don't want to see him from what they saw the last time. Is it gonna be Zoe or is it gonna be something else? Maybe they're planning to take
Blitzcrank or Zoe will be
Zoe.
one of the two
Yep, the
here.
Zoe's out.
Okay, so they're gonna leave Blitzcrank up then.
Unless they want to secure it.
I I don't I don't think they will. I don't think Alex plays there. The Sejuani against Ross, so that does mean Karthus is up.
Indeed it is. And what an annoying champion to play against these days.
Yeah, Ross is a bit of a Karthus fanatic as well, so
Yeah, I've actually
we
played a
might
game
want
with
to see
him.
that coming through.
And it's the
Then next,
Nessus. Also a
so that
strong
would be
top
great
to
to
play.
start playing.
Yeah.
I mean, unless Ross is playing it, but I doubt it.
I'm very curious if Bendik is gonna play. I've seen him play a lot of Heimerdinger these days.
Yeah, I've seen him play a couple of games of Heimerdinger. I saw him play Lissandra earlier. Well, those are
It's
what
the
I've been coming.
Malzahar, yeah. And
That
there
that's
goes the Blitzcrank instantly by dumping his preferable support.
yeah, that Malzahar. That's
It's a very annoying champion to play against because you can't stop him from farming, and he has a very strong and nasty CC to bring to a team fight.
yeah, the single target ult really does a lot. There's Jack hovering the Lucian, and that will be picked.
Exactly, and let's see if Ross is gonna go crazy with the jungle Karthus this time. Or
If
is
they
he
want it, they
gonna
do have to
go
pick it here.
safely with the cane? It is gonna
No,
be a
there it is.
crazy
There's
pick.
the call for this. They definitely should have banned that over the drinks, I think.
Yep, let's see, unless they are planning to send Svex and stop him.
It's really hard to invade a Karthus because he just does more damage if you hit the Qs than almost any other champion early on in the game.
That is
There's
indeed.
the Tristana for Graxler, so
Yeah,
there's a solid bot lane picked up for Telescope.
exactly. And there goes the
This-
Z ban.
So they're going to really target in on Sternberg with these two bans. And I think they'll probably...
I
I'm not
think
really sure what Flare can target here. I think they'll take out the Nunu. There it is.
And let's see.
We'll probably see Irelia ban here now.
Yeah, I believe so as well. Yep,
There it is.
you were right.
So this one, I actually have no clue what they banned now. I think everything that I would ban is already banned or picked.
They could ban the Jarvan.
Yeah. Just pinch Sex a little bit more.
Xin Zhao, actually. And now that they didn't ban it, I think it's gonna be a pick for Svex.
They don't necessarily need to pick it now because they have picked up the jungler, but they've also picked up the top laner already, so they can kind of pick anything here.
Yep, it's the
Yeah,
Jarvan.
that's the Jarvan. I'm expecting a Lux.
You are right, my friend. You really know them.
I actually don't know what Sternberg's gonna play now.
And that's interesting.
That I've seen the Karthus into the mid lane.
If it's not just a
I
BM.
don't think that's a very good move, but they could do it. The
Uh,
Heimerdinger?
Yeah, it seems to be a
The
Heimerdinger.
for the mid laner then. Well, actually, we could see the Lucian go into the mid lane and Heimerdinger be played in bot. It's a bit of a flex, but at the moment.
5 minutes, David.
Okay.
And the last pick for Team Telescope. The Victor.
Interesting.
So they're gonna go for a tanky Victor or a tanky Malzahar. No, it's gonna be.
You can definitely bully out the Nasus with the Victor.
Ah, no. It seems that John is trying to play Malzahar on top. I know that he's been playing it a lot on mid. Let's see what he's gonna do with it on top. Against the Nasus.
I think it's a little bit worse of a matchup for the Malzahar than the Victor. But we should see that Malzahar go up against him. It's a pretty standard matchup where they just permanently push the Nasus in and force him to miss as much as possible.
Yeah.
They need to be a little bit careful of the gank from behind, but as Karthus, it's difficult to get ganks off, but it isn't impossible when they have the Nasus slow as well.
Yeah, exactly, my friend.
So it could be a tricky lane, to say the least.
And now we have to wait for the 3-minute delay.
Yeah, just once we go into game, we're probably going to have to do a little pause so that we can just make sure we're at the same time.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about this one. I believe Team Telescope's bot lane is a bit stronger. Especially with that annoying Blitzcrank and his hook. Because I played against it. And it's not fun at all. And
I think that's probably right.
And the Jarvan is quite an annoying jungle, but so is Karthus. The thing about Karthus is that he gets strong later in the game, so
Yeah,
Team
there
Telescope.
is a timer on the game.
Yeah, Team Telescope
just
should
because
try.
Karthus is in.
They should try and secure the win as early as they can.
They do actually have quite a late scaling team for Telescope that could keep up with the Karthus, but that ult is just ridiculously powerful.
Exactly.
We'll see what they can get early on in the game, but if that Karthus gets a bit of an advantage, I think this game could just be done.
Yeah. And yet again, Team Telescope with a lot of CC. I wouldn't be surprised if Team Flare would roll on the Quicksilver sashes.
Yeah, actually, Lucian is the only character that can get out the Jarvan ult without flashing, so...
Yeah. And like, I don't know, we have a stun from Victor, a knock up, and a pull from Blitzcrank. We have the suppress, we have the knock up, and arena from Jarvan. A lot of CC on the Team Telescope compared to Team Flare.
Yeah, there's a lot of slows on Flare though.
Yeah. And if and quite a lot of crazy combos. Like if Lux can combo an ult with Karthus, it can dish out a lot of damage.
I think quite a lot of people like playing Karthus with an assassin, where the assassin can just all in, and if they don't quite get the kill, the Karthus just ults.
Yeah, and after the ult, he gets a little bit of extra casts while being dead.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen Ross play it out like that.
Yeah, but we will see how tilted they are.
Yeah.
I think that's the main matchup here.
It definitely depends on how tilted.
Both junglers definitely prone to tilting, so we'll see who gets off on the better foot.
Let's see now how much of a delay we have when it's gonna go live.
Really doesn't look like Stenberg's put much time into the Heimerdinger.
We have Augie here on chat asking who would win the jungle. Well, I don't know, Augie. It kind of depends.
In this situation, they're definitely doing different things. So the Karthus wants to get farmed up as quickly as possible.
While the Jarvan wants to gank as much as possible.
Exactly, yeah. So we'll see if Ross can get some invades in on specs. But yeah, it pretty much, we'll see how the early game plays out, but later on we go, Karthus becomes way more useful and Jarvan becomes way less useful.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jarvan is gonna act as the front line for Telescope, which is quite a squishy team in general.
Yeah, exactly, and I usually see Jarvan played as quite of an assassin these days. Just go and kill the.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Mr. Shibei. Welcome to the caster lounge.
Thank you.
Let us see how much of a delay we have on the teams here.
Alright. I still haven't actually loaded in.
I'm loaded in now.
They are teleporting in base right now. Is it okay with you, David?
No, I'm still not.
Alright, I'm pausing mine at 5. Let me know when you're about to get them.
Yeah, sure. If everyone just goes to 5 seconds, then eventually I'll arrive.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in. Okay.
So you.
Right, I'm on 5 seconds. Come if you want to go back to that.
Yep, I'm on 5 seconds as well.
Alright, do a countdown.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hell yeah, this is pop off.
I'm at the same time!
Wow!
I've got more than one pixel.
Yay!
I can see what's happening.
Oh, immediately we have some Mastery 7s being flashed from some team. Imagine actually having Mastery 7 on Blitzcrank. You must hate your life if you do that to yourself. That is all I can say.
And
We
invades,
actually
we see the
coming
invade.
in
Yeah.
here. It's expected with the Blitzcrank, but they've actually stacked up as well. So they definitely do expect this. We'll see how quickly it
Let's
comes.
see if the Blitzcrank is gonna catch anything from over the wall. And here they go.
That's a good start to the fight.
Right on.
This is a bloodbath.
This is a
There's-
bloodbath,
there's-
and
yeah,
it's the
there's
first
two
blood for the
expected.
Almost
Blitzcrank.
2 kills. That Heimerdinger turret is going to be doing a lot of work. The really low health members. That's a
Oh.
great double hit.
And
This
Coolio
Picks
with the
up a
kill.
kill now.
This is the fiesta we were waiting for. This is
Exactly,
perfect.
all tournament.
It's
This is the
amazing.
level 1 fiesta.
The Blitzcrank
Yeah.
hook should be coming back up soon.
And
It
they
is
are
back
going
up
for
in
the
fact.
flank.
Gianna's done a lot of AoE. Oh,
There's the
that's the
hook.
hook.
And Ross could be
Ross
going down
is
here, but he
dead.
will be able to put out a bit more damage after death.
The flash.
Coolio flashing forward, but he's not picking up anything yet. There's the
Oh.
kill. Another kill going down to Alex, and everyone limps away from the fight now. Matt just walking away, picking up a couple minions on the way out, and we get the full reset.
And the
Everyone's
teleport
health bar's
on top.
bleeding low.
This
Jump.
is a good game.
Okay, now that's an epic level 1.
Oh,
Oh, another kill!
finding it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We are 2 minutes into the game and we have 7 kills.
we have so many words on
This
the
is
red
what
buff.
I wanted to see, actually.
This is much more.
Just look at the sheer number of words on that red buff.
Yeah, I mean that's not gonna be stolen by anyone.
If we just like take a little pause and look at who the kills are on, 2 of them going on to the Lucian for Flair is a really great sign. You want a bit more on the Karthus there, but he picks up 2 assists, and Alex picking up 2 kills as well for himself, whereas it's a bit more spread out.
Yeah,
for
But I mean, the
Telescope.
important thing about Karthus is really how many Dark Harvest stacks did he get from that?
we have a gank on mid with the
We can
Jarvan,
actually
and we
find
can
that it was
see the
2.
kill.
Oh, he
The
only has.
Jarvan
Doing his
instantly
job.
ganking, taking out the Heimerdinger.
Yeah, but they were a bit behind, so I feel like that's a good gang. But the
Yeah.
bot lane will be pressured from Team Telescope because 4 kills for the other team. That's a lot of early game power right there.
Yeah, definitely that 4 kill advantage on the bot lane is gonna help them. As we have discussed earlier, this Blitzcrank and Tristana comp was not very good for them, but now with this advantage, they seem to be quite
I
pushing.
mean, I do appreciate a good meme, and Blitzcrank is definitely a good meme. I want to see that turn on. But Malzahar in the top lane, that's a new one.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's just going to be pushing in the Nasus all day.
Yeah, and I feel
Which
like
is
that's
what
the
we see happening at the moment. That is the plan they've gone for against that Nasus.
And that is a good plan against Nasus because he won't be able to last at all of the minions.
Yeah, if you push him under the tower, he definitely doesn't get everything. We'll probably see the base now from John, but he has actually used his TP already, so pretty difficult place for him to be in. Bit of poke back and forth. Svek's not quite getting the gank off in the mid lane a few seconds ago as well.
Nah, but comparing this to last game, Svex isn't dead 5 times by this point.
That is true, actually. He's
It's
managed to
definitely
stay
a
alive the whole time.
Good start for our boy Svex. But of course, Svex dying early game wasn't the biggest problem we had with Svex last time he played. So let's see if he's been working on his smite mechanics, because that is what it's going to come down to this time. I mean, he definitely knew what to improve on, and I feel like Svex is a boy to go and work on
Yeah,
stuff like
we'll
that.
see how he changes. He's getting a gank off in the bot lane now,
Oh, that
and
is
Alex is definitely dead. The
sweet
Blitzcrank could
gank.
missing to not give something an assist, but they do take him down. A nice
And
little gank over the wall from Svex.
And the kill goes to Tristana, which is really, really good for the team.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt, looking like a good start for him. He's picked up 2 kills
It
already.
seems
one
like
in the invade.
an invade from Karthus right here. He's gonna check the red buff.
No, this is what we were expecting to see out of Ross. He's going to be up in their jungle, up in up in Svex's face all day. He's going to just pick up them Krugs.
Do you believe he got
probably move
spotted
back
by the
down.
minion wave, so John might be going for him, or just going back?
No, John has
John
the
is-
base now because he doesn't have enough mana to really contest that.
That is true. They should know he's up there at least.
Yeah.
See the power of Karthus auto attacks.
He can't even kill a Krug with one.
Feels bad, man.
Bandit's going to want to take his base pretty soon. He's really not got any mana at all.
And he must
Just
be sitting
sticking
on some
around.
gold at this point. Like, he should be able to get some good early items.
Quite a balanced farm on mid. While on top we see Nasus with a bit of an advantage. But
Oh, there's the hook onto Jack. He's going to get away with a bit of damage going into him. Svex is looking to get a little bit of damage off on top, force Jonas away from the wave.
Jonas BMing, that's what we like to see. But a level 6 versus level 4, it's not really a threat. And Svex taxing the cannon minion. I can't imagine John being happy about that.
Yeah, he has just nicked away that cannon minion. But he's going to go and clear away the pink ward now. Jonas will probably TP back to pick up this wave.
yeah, we see the TP.
Ross looks like he's moving in for the crab in bot side.
And a bit of a stalemate again.
Yeah,
It's
Svek's
interesting to see.
Svek's trying to invade actually, but Karthus does farm so ridiculously quickly that he's not going to pick up anything. That's a hook.
Oh, that's a sweet
That's
hook.
a really nice hook. He's going to die from the explosion.
They could keep going and just run down the Lucian, I feel. But they don't. But Karthus is close and they have no idea of knowing. So. And Karthus is just gonna steal their blue buff.
Karthus is
Bandic
very,
actually
very
warded it.
close to level 6 as well. He should get it off this blue buff. Jack's just moved up a bit to protect him on the blue buff, but he's going to pick that one up. And there is level 6 for him, but he's not really wanting to be in this place. The hook going through, but actually Jack being the one who's been collected, that should kill
is the
Graxlet in the
ult
bot
coming
lane
down.
with that. And he can probably pick up Something as well on this Lucian.
We
That
see
is
the
a good
teleport
shutdown for
and,
Karthus though. It's a good pass. Can the robot make it out?
yeah,
Can
Jack.
he outrun the black
Looks
guy?
like he's going to.
Yeah.
Jack not having his dash.
We don't have the ultimate on Malzahar as they try to kill Steenberg.
We suddenly have
Oh,
lots very deep
he
again.
TP'd it. He must have TP'd down actually.
He's gonna jump over the wall right
Where's
away.
Svex?
They've left Jack behind.
That's a good hook, and it could be a double kill for a red team.
Jack's just out of range here. The flash forward, gonna pick him up.
And that's a kill. Well
A
played.
kill for Malzahar.
John
Wow,
moving down and actually picking up a lot off that TP.
we see Ross here taking his time to clear the northern part of the enemy jungle.
Meanwhile, in the top lane though, Nasus is farming and he is at 165 stacks at this point, so he's gonna stack up fast.
And Ross actually stealing away the red buff as well. He really is a long way ahead of Svex on farm, but Svex is compensating for that by getting ganks off left, right, and centre. He's picked up 6 kill participation so far to Ross's 3, and 2 of those are, well, one of those at least is just down to the ult going off.
But they're
Hello,
definitely
George.
different kinds of junglers, you know, because Svex wants to make his impact early game, whereas Karthus just farming.
And
for
we
the
see
late
also
Oh,
a gank
definitely, yeah.
on the
There's
Malzahar.
another hook going through again to pick off Alex, but the gank going up top, and they should be able to turn this one around. Ross's
Svex
ult not
gets the kill.
quite off cooldown yet.
Hello, Jorge.
Hello.
Hello, George. Welcome to the caster lounge.
Now we actually have a pop-off set of casters in here.
I can't fucking wait. Solar Flare Invitational.
Ross
Yeah,
does
he
have his
did.
ult up, so he could actually be able to kill.
Oh,
No, he's not going to
no,
get that
oh,
kill. The Malzahar
the
shield
spells,
coming
Yeah,
up
the
at
shield.
the perfect time.
That's
But they're going
a
to get the
tilter.
bot tower, I think, as well, if not all the plates. The Tristana push.
Yeah, I
And
feel
we
like,
see
oh,
we see
faded
the
into
suppress.
tower. That is an
That
idea,
is
right?
a good play from John.
And the first team too. Man, Telescope is really pulling ahead right, and it's not looking good for the shit as the other team.
And we see Sphex
Who's
going
back?
for the jungle, for the dragon as well.
I mean, they're not playing with their attacks, so it's hard to.
Does anyone have the tag on? I don't
No.
think so.
They
Two of
have a
them have
couple of-
herb.
One has
And a couple
Silas.
of herbs, a Silas. That's it.
As well as the dragon.
The dragon goes down. I didn't see what dragon.
We
that
see
was.
an invade
There's
on.
a
We
cloud
see a gank from.
Bit of a gank going into Stenberg. He's just looking to run away.
He is doing some damage back. I don't think they want to keep kiting this. It could,
He's trying to get Bandic, but with no
Not
success.
really sure if he had any way of going out there. So yeah, just
And we see John getting some plates as well on the top tower.
yeah,
and
really
most-
a really big gold advantage coming in for Telescope now.
And most importantly, not denying Nasus those minions just for the stacks, because keeping him down is gonna be important because there's a
That is
squishy
a-
in that team.
Very big Q from Ross there, but he doesn't have a result up, so doesn't look like he's going to get anything here. He's got 70 seconds left on that one. This is kind of what we expected based off of these two top team compositions. To see Telescope
We see
getting an early
Jarvan
advantage.
going on
Jarvan's invading,
Ross.
but he really can't kill the Karthus 1v1 there.
He is just not bursty enough.
Karthus is very front loaded on damage, and Jarvan is very front loaded on damage, and as soon as you cut down through that damage and you're still alive, that's it. That's the Jarvan done. You're going to be able to pick up that kill until another set of rotation comes around, and that's a long time to wait sitting there only auto attacking.
Yeah.
So
And-
we do see the Karthus pick
And I
up
mean,
that
he
kill.
is 2 levels above Twig, so I don't feel like that's the right play at all for Twig.
No, it is a very risky play to try and fight the Karthus when he's 2 levels up. But Ross looking for that level 11, that's when he's going to start becoming really powerful.
Yeah.
When he's got his second ult, and his ult is actually coming up again now.
Doesn't know.
So we'll see what they can do with this one.
They should go for some plays somewhere.
Yeah,
Feel
a
like
lot
they
of.
have kill pressure in every lane at this point.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of shutdown gold on Team Telescope right now. If Team Flare are gonna do some kind of a play, they are gonna get some juicy gold in.
How are we gonna make George watch the game?
I think we can only
I'm-
make him watch the next one unless he's
I'm watching
5
it.
seconds behind
Or
him.
you're just spectating someone
I'm
else?
watching the stream.
Yeah, you actually can't join spectate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm watching the stream and I'm a bit behind you guys. So every time you say something, it happens like 5 seconds later. So I'm watching- there's no, I can't input anything.
Yeah, it's alright. We'll tag you in for the second game.
Yeah.
We see
This is
a
big
fight right here.
actually. This looks like Ross and
And
Stenberg both
And
getting
let's-
picked off, but
Oh, he
Svex
just
getting
got
a
double
big
heal
old heal from the Tristana and the Smite there, so he manages to live through that one. But Ross again looking to pick up something from his ult, but it's not really going to work out this time.
It's been a bit of a letdown. Hopefully he's gonna do more later, because at this point he hasn't really done a whole lot
Yeah.
with that ultimate.
The Karthus ult, this is kind of what you expect from the pre-level 11 Karthus, where it doesn't really do much and you have to have a good situation and set up for it.
We see them going for the rift.
Yeah, and
Scuttler.
with the pressure in the top lane, they have no way of knowing.
Let's hope that they actually remember to pick it up.
Oh yeah, that's the meta play.
There we go. So X
We
picking
have
that
it
up.
on
And I
Svex.
think he might be looking to use it straight away into the top lane.
Yeah.
Which I think would be a misplay here. That turret's going to go down organically on its
Oh, it's
own.
coming. Yeah, I feel
And
like
you
they should have
can
used
break
it
the
second
you can
turn.
break the tier 2 in mid potentially with that.
Yeah.
But they do pick up that top tower and they should now walk it in.
And
That's
Svex
really
is,
ballsy from Svex, but he's
And-
got the backup from John to
Yeah.
make that work. Oh my
And
god,
he
that's
gets
huge.
killed.
Oh my god, that's a big Q. This is a big Nasus already, actually.
yeah,
He's going to go down.
is gonna
Stenberg,
be
not
dangerous.
really doing anything right now, but John has walked back into the big turret.
Yeah, that was
so
a
he's
misplay
taken him down.
from John, definitely.
Yeah, but they do pick up the kills.
Svex is just too many levels down to be a threat at this point. He needs to build tanky because that warrior build for him just doesn't work. It's the same as
Yeah.
last time. It's just not tanky enough.
Yeah, Ross is actually on 7 Dark Harvest stacks now, so he's in a pretty decent spot at this point. He's got a lot of farm. He's managing to almost keep up with some of the laners.
Yeah, that's definitely impressive. That's gonna
And
be one
actually,
dangerous
the
card at some
300
point.
stacks as well on the Nasus is a great state to be in at this point in the game.
We see
Alex getting
Bandic
caught out
getting
in
the
his
kill.
own jungle by Bandic there.
And the thumbs up. Oh,
That's not really because they have vision control in there. He's just standing there, so
yeah, they're just doing the telescope, the kill box. We know
a
someone.
classic. Yeah.
Not quite as deadly as the Fnatic kill brush, but definitely up there.
It's
Right,
definitely
no.
up there with them.
Yeah.
Just taken over control. They're stopping the Karthus from getting further ahead.
But Jon has stopped farming on Nasus, so I feel like he needs to get
Yeah,
back
an
to
interesting decision. He's walked into the jungle.
Yeah.
There is the dragon to fight over, but I'm not really sure they can even.
I don't think
contest
it's a
that
fight they
one.
want to go for like that.
They're just gonna have to let that one go over. It is only a
Meanwhile-
mountain, so it's not too big of a deal.
And that
See.
forces Jon's teleport because Jan has just been
Shoving it
pushing.
down. Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
But that Q really hurts at this point. So
it
if he
really
can
does.
keep
Yeah.
going,
He's picked
then
up the Triforce as well, so he's got a lot of power behind him.
he is going for a manly build.
Oh, definitely. We normally see the Nasus transition into a tank setup now,
And
which
I
should
really
be
hope
what
we
we
don't.
see.
I hope we don't. I want to see more damage. But-
Personally, I'm hoping for a Ghost Blade out of him next.
Yeah, I mean we do see a null magic mantle, so he could build. What's it called?
A Hex Drinker.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like he might just go for some magic resist. Which,
Yeah, I think that's probably the correct way to deal with it. Svex is on top side now, but the rest of Telescope pushing in together.
We see the
Jackson-
nice hook on Heimerdinger, which
those hooks are on point. And he has finished his Sterex, a 6 convergence, so whenever he ults, Tristana is going to do a lot of damage. So that's
Which-
definitely something to look out for.
They're just
And-
chasing them through the jungle. Another kill, and there's the
And the
hook
hook.
onto Ross to take him down as well.
And John can just do so much damage with his ult because no one has a QSS yet, and I don't think anyone's likely to build it anytime soon. Which means
Yeah.
that anyone he locks down is basically dead. So
Yeah,
that's
this one's
definitely
looking like a bit of a formality here for Telescope as they just push in the mid lane with the Tristana, keep the top lane pushing in with the Malzahar. We potentially see a tower going down, but it's not really much at this point.
Tristana's just pushing so fast and so hard.
Yeah. And Lucian doesn't actually kill that tower as well because the Blitzcrank's gone down to stop him. I'd be surprised to see this mid tower staying out for much longer. Probably this next wave coming in.
Yeah, the top tower just fell, and I feel like mid is just
Yeah, it's just
falling
waiting to
over.
happen
As
as well.
soon as Steinberg leaves, that's gonna die, I think. And they definitely need to do something different on team player. They wanna end with the victory in this one.
Yeah, something a bit more invented out of the team comp from this time around.
Yeah.
They're playing a lot of front to back fighting comps last week. But this one much more damage oriented.
Telescope is proving that you don't need a big front line to fight player. which is
Yeah.
what we did last week. That's
Alex
meanwhile,
being
some
caught
portal
out
combat in the jungle,
uh,
and he's actually forced to flash away.
Yeah, I didn't see who it was. Bandit walking up towards him as well at the same time. Looks like Ross is getting caught out here. He's just instantly dead, actually. And there's the hook onto Jack as well, who's probably going to go down too. We see them all flashing forward. And there's the kill for Grexler.
And I don't even know what team player can do at this point.
Oh,
And
there's John
suppress.
coming in from behind. He actually is getting away right now, but Grexler's going into the base to pick up one, pick up two. And
Can
then
he get away from the Nasus? He still has his
Nasus
rock. I feel like he should.
doesn't quite get the Q off there, so he is going to go down without picking anything up. And the minion wave's crushing into the tower there. 12-1 on the Tristana, 7-1
It
for.
does look like a sure ban next game. But
That
is a
actually killed two
double
people.
kill.
I didn't even see where Svex was, so.
No, I have no idea. He was probably
He was probably in the
yeah, he
jungle.
was trying to do red buff and he died to that.
It's bad, man. Yikes.
Yeah, we do see the Karthus power there, being able to just clean up 2 kills off pretty much nothing.
They are 10k down, so I feel like they need to do
They're-
something.
They are really far behind right now,
Like,
yeah.
going 2 for 2 is not gonna cut it for them. They need to get.
Yeah, we see Telescope looking to pick up a bit of Baron vision here.
Back in.
He's just walked over that pink ward twice. It's been moved anyway, so he's been saved.
Good job clearing. I don't think they want to fight out at this point. But I want to see a fight around Baron at some, because I feel like that's the way to get back.
Yeah, if they can pick off a couple kills from low health at the Baron pit, we can see them doing something. Oggy's just messaged me to tell me that Blitzcrank is the MVP of this game.
Okay.
Definitely, I'm absolutely sure we're gonna see a Blitzcrank ban right next match.
Yeah, the Ornn one I'm not so sure about. I think they're going to need to swap back to the Blitzcrank, but they've just picked off Ross,
Did
just
they
walking
actually
through his
ban
jungle.
Ornn on Team Flash side?
They did ban Ornn.
Who plays Ornn?
And let's see the hook on Nasus and the
No,
kill.
sorry, Telescope banned Ornn.
Yeah, because that's the only thing you know how to play. But I mean, Malzahar into Nasus is just a cheeky little lane there, because it's not like Nasus can do anything about it really.
Yeah, they're just picking off everyone now. They're broken into the base. The inhibitor's gone down. The second one's going to follow in a few seconds.
I don't think we're gonna get a Baron fight in this game, to be honest.
I
boys.
don't think we were. Great level 1.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean,
a
I
great
want to
level
see
1.
an even more bloody one next game.
Yeah, I
I
want
wanna
to
see
see.
one-
I want
one
to see
man
at
standing.
least 9 deaths in the next one at the start.
I want to see a pentakill on one side. That's my dream.
The level 1 pentakill. I like the sound of that one. But the Telescope's going to just back off. They've picked up the 2 inhibitors. Those super minions will be just flying into Flair's base, and they will just take off that Baron.
Just steal a few more resources, I think. Don't know if they're gonna go back for going. I feel like just for those extra items, then they'll go for Baron without any.
We
Yeah,
have
but-
13 versus 31 on kills.
And a 12k gold lead. It is looking dire. Team Flare at this point. Do we see any interesting pickups? Svex picked up some magic resist. And a QSS on Tristana.
And Svex dunking the Lux.
He found a target he could kill. Okay. So that's just gonna be a quick Baron. There's nothing the other team can do about that. Melting.
Alright, this has now become a food stream.
But most importantly, Svex did get the kill on Baron, so he has been improving.
Yeah,
Which
no
is
one smite stealing that one away.
Nope. Well played, Svex. We believed you all along. Nasus is only at
That's a
490
nice
stats.
little hook.
That is...
Sternberg's sure to die. It delays it for a while with the Zonyas. But still
nothing in
taken
return,
out.
so that's not gonna be enough, really. Yoon did manage to break the 500 stack, but that Malsa Howl is just so deadly for him. There's nothing he can do about it. It's gonna be GG.
Yep.
Bandic just melted Alex.
Fast
Yeah.
wrap for game 1 for Team Telescope.
Good game.
Game 1 ending with a 15,000 gold advantage for Telescope.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's not the most balanced game we've ever seen out of these teams.
No, I can't say it was.
Definitely a good game. I mean, I'm looking forward to 3 games because these teams does have the potential to do a lot of fiestering. That's what we like.
Let's see if we can.
Do we have anyone we want to interview?
Definitely want to interview someone from Team Flare.
I feel like we should get Svex in for the Smite interview.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get Svex.
Let's get Svex in. Hello, Svex.
Oh, is this the great interview?
Welcome to the
The
interview
celebrity
room.
jar man?
Yes,
welcome,
man.
Svex.
Oh, hello, eh?
So first of all, how did it feel going into a game knowing that you'd have to smite against another jungler at some point?
Oh, confidence all over.
That's good to know. And you did well. Like they had no chance of stealing that. We saw that on stream. You
We
actually
took out the
smited.
plants for the dragon so they could jump over. We left no loose ends. We did
Definitely
everything,
learning from your mistakes. It sounds like.
Ah, yes, eh?
Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's all you can do. So you're going all the way in the losers bracket. You're not stopping after this game. You're gonna go all the way to the finals.
Only number 1 is enough.
That's good to know.
That's very good and very ambitious, and I would have expected nothing less from you, my friend.
I was a little bit sad because of the Nunu ban, because I really wanted to roll my snowball over him.
Yeah. Do you expect you'll get to play Nuno in the next game? Or do you
I
think
expect
you're gonna
Jarvan to ban.
Yeah. I mean, we're expecting a Pentacle level 1. Is that something you can?
That is the ambition. That is.
Okay, that's good to know.
Do you reckon a big old juicy invade is something you can organise within your team?
Oh, that is actually something that I set, that I built the foundations for that
Oh, that's
early
good.
debate.
That's good. We definitely brought the right player for this interview then.
Yes. We
Alright.
coordinated this like it was nothing, eh?
You believe in
Well played,
something,
man.
and you do
Alright.
everything to make it a reality.
Jump back to your team's Rex and we might interview
Oh,
you
yeah,
again if you
that-
win the next game.
Thanks for the interview. It was a real pleasure.
Same for us, my
See ya,
friend.
dude.
Okay. We're gonna need someone to leave this game, either Svex or Jack, so that they can change. Alright, Jonas is gone. Quickly, Jack, change teams.
Jack! And we actually do see matching player icons today. That's something that is a step up.
That is a step up, actually.
I mean, even Team Flare has matching player icons. They just didn't figure out how to make matching tags. That's
Yeah. So we've got the Wolves of Team Telescope and the Minions of Team Flare.
The invading pack of wolves.
And we need to see if the Wolves can pick it up this game. Wait, they just won, didn't they?
Yeah, we need to see if the minions.
Minions can pick it up this game. I mean, first of all, we need to see if... Oh, he did it! Well played.
Alright, now we need Svex to move.
Yes.
Excellent. Now we just need somebody to re-invite Jonas.
We did it, boys.
Alright. We're just waiting for the teams to say they're ready now.
How many viewers do you have on your stream, Kung?
It seems we have 12 viewers right now.
Oh, hell yeah, that's like LGS levels.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like we won't be able to compete with the EU LEC, but we can definitely compete with NA.
Yeah, we need better sponsors next year. I'm not very happy with what KFC has provided.
There's no food for the casters or anything.
Yeah, I believe Taco Bell would have done a better job.
I think,
Taco
to
Bell
be
would
honest,
also have given us diarrhea, so I feel like we might be okay with this.
we're jumping back into Champ Select now. So I expect a similar team out of Telescope, and definitely Flair needs to change things up a bit. So there's the expected Yasuo ban. We'll probably see the Talia, we'll probably see the Zoe. That's the only ones I necessarily expect to stay the same. I think they could still ban the Jinx because there wasn't too much that they need to change off of that.
Yeah. I don't know.
There's the Lucian ban actually.
They're not gonna ban Jinx then, I suppose. Feel like they're gonna need to pick between one or two ADCs because there are so many things they need to ban.
There's an Ezreal ban. It looks like Bandit
Completely
might
new
get to
bans.
play his own champions this game.
What the shit?
There's a definite misplay in the ban phase if that happens.
I wanna see Italia now.
The
I'm
Twitch ban.
They are banning the ADCs.
There's another ADC ban.
What is this game? I'm
What the
interested.
fuck is
They
happening?
must have
here?
agreed on something, and yeah. What is happening here? I'm intrigued.
Only Stenberg has had a ban against him. Looks like Bandit's gonna get to play a champion he knows how to play. There's the Kaiser
Hey,
ban.
what are these bans?
I don't think anyone knows.
Yasuo and the ADCs.
I feel like them banning out Yasuo is a field bad now then, because
They clearly don't know Jack very well if they're banning Draven, that's what I'm saying.
I do feel like
I
we have some
see
good memes
the-
coming up now.
Instant
There's the
Talia
Talia.
pick. Quite interesting that he would pick Talia instead of Zoe.
He's a bit better at Talia than he is at Zoe, but Zoe is a much stronger champion.
I feel like it's just his comfort pick, Italia.
Yeah.
We do expect some great things out of him for this.
See what Stenberg matches in the mid lane now. The other thing that's interesting with these bans is all of the strong AD carries are in fact still available.
I don't know what they did with these
They've
bans.
actually, other than the Lucian and the Ezreal are both good at the moment, but Twitch and Draven, they're okay. But there's definitely better champions.
And the
Malzahar again,
Malzahar
actually.
for another comfort pick for John. Let's see if they can counter that on top.
I don't think Jon has anything that actually count as a Malzahar in the top lane.
There's the Blitzcrank again as well.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, no, it looks like it's going to be the brand actually.
No.
No, the Blitzcrank as well. Right,
Everyone
yeah,
for the
okay,
comfort
I'm not
pick.
going to lie. If there's one thing I'm really hoping for, it's Mordekaiser.
Oh,
Let's see the last two
please.
bans. The
There's a
Garen ban.
Garen ban. I think they're just trolling.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they must. Have they just agreed to not ban anything useful and just go all
I
out?
don't know. What's happening?
I like it.
Dude, I'll
I
be
feel like
surprised if there's no Caitlyn pick here. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, it's
The
not
Jhin.
Jhin playing.
Jin's gone now. We're looking more and more likely like we're gonna see a Mordekaiser here.
I think Jack's gonna play Caitlyn. I'm calling it now.
There's a Tristana ban. We got one more. So we're reckoning the Caitlyn versus Mordekaiser bot lane. That's what we're hoping.
Matt's
for.
definitely lining up for a Mordekaiser with Blitzcrank pick.
That is what we want to see.
There's the Callista ban.
Callista.
He almost has to pick Caitlyn at this point.
Unless there's
Imagine
one
if
we've
he
forgotten. Unless it's just Vlad or.
Well,
some
he
dumb
could still
shit.
pick. He could still pick Jinx.
Or
Sivir.
Ash.
Ash is fucking terrible right now.
Imagine if he picked Mordekaiser.
Wait, if they counter pick the Mordekaiser with a Mordekaiser,
Oh no.
The Vigo.
Damn it.
Oh shit.
there is.
Hey, Mordekaiser. This
Instant
is
pick.
the game of our dreams. This is the game.
I
we've
think
been
this.
waiting for.
I think this might be a jungle.
Oh no.
I'm hoping it's not a Veigar AD carry, but I think it probably is.
I think you might be right.
Knowing
hoping it's not.
Jack with his crazy ADCs, I believe it is.
Svex has jumped onto a Celtic. That's a new.
Oh my god, this team.
There's the Victor. So it is already a jungle. Veigar AD carry.
Don't think he's gonna log in Victor. I've never seen him play that.
Allow it.
Oh.
Oh no, it's a silent.
Yeah. I don't think Sion's gonna do a whole lot better than Nasus into Malzahar.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about the
I think it does
Sion
actually.
pick in this comp, to be really honest.
I'm not really sure about any of the picks in this comp if I'm being. Oh, it's actually the Silas jungle. Ross
Okay.
has been telling me that that's an epic jungler, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
I mean, we have seen Steinberg do some nasty stuff on Aurelia,
Yeah, I definitely have.
and there's no Rammus to counter on the other team this time. So this is interesting. This is gonna be a good game. Do we expect an invade level 1?
Absolutely.
We've told Svex he needs to do the inroad level 1.
And I mean, then he has to, right?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm expecting a Mordekaiser pentakill.
I'm expecting a Blitzcrank pentacle. It's a f-
Just any
it's a f-
character getting
I
a
mean,
pentakill would
Any
be.
pentakill will be okay.
Do you know what? I think the Scion pentakill is probably what we really want to see.
Oh yeah, him just waiting in a bush with his Q until they're
His
all
Q
coming.
charging up completely and doing like half the health of everyone. Now, I'm going for a wee before we start this game. Augie's got inside information apparently. Alright,
Can
good.
we trust that though? Can
I
we
don't
trust
think-
anything?
I actually don't think we can, but we're gonna
No.
have to.
And what's the inside information?
I don't know, he hasn't told me yet.
Sounds useless.
Alright, be right back.
So 2 minutes waiting. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna mute while eating. You guys enjoy. Entertain the chat.
So what do you think, George? Any chance for Team Flare to make a comeback here?
Which one's Team Flare?
The one with Irelia.
I think that comp is absolute dog shit, so no, I don't think so. I think that's actually a pretty tasty comp from Team Telescope.
Yeah, a lot of people on their comfort picks right there. Maybe except for Svex.
But Kha'Zix is brain dead. Matt's a Mordekaiser god.
Alright, I can
We've
tell
already
you the
seen this
insider
bracket.
information.
And what is this?
Bandic said, haha, they banned ADs, so did we. They're apparently copying the tactics of Team Flare.
Wow.
Honestly, that's a little bit disgusting.
They've done a copy move.
They have done a copy move.
But I mean, it's only fair because the other team is gonna copy their ultimates. So,
Yeah, that's true, actually.
look, it's a fair trade. Well, we do see double teleport on Team Flare, so they're definitely gonna go for some geeky 1-3-1, I think.
I
Which
actually
one?
think that's because Jack's expecting to win, so he can get back to lane faster.
So after getting a pentacle, he's gonna buy a full
Yeah.
Rabadons and just get back to lane.
That's exactly right, actually. Yeah, 2 pentakills within the first 5 minutes of the game. That's probably the correct TP positioning there.
Yeah, that's a good use of it. Get 5.
Yeah,
I'll
quick,
take it.
quick 10 kills in the first couple of minutes of the game. TP back into lane with the Rabadon.
I mean, I'd do that. That's gonna be a good way of winning your solo queue.
Alright, we're loading in.
Right, counting skins. We're definitely in Team Telescope's favor.
Also, the Mordekaiser and the Blitzcrank kind of have matching skins.
Well, they
I
both
mean,
have
they're-
horns. Alright,
They're
we're pausing at
basically
the.
that-
Are we
it-
pausing at 5 seconds again?
Yeah.
Gotta wait for the Brexit connection.
No.
Don't hate me because it's true.
It is true. Unfortunately, it is.
You guys ready?
No. I haven't even started loading yet.
Fucking Christ. What about you, George?
I've not started loading yet.
You just on 0.
I'm on 0.
Wait, this actually is Brexit loading.
Yep.
What the fuck?
It's directly proportional to the number of people in your city who voted for Brexit. It seems that George is in a large pro-Brexit area.
Alright, I'm in now.
I'm not.
Seems like David is in a large.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely am in a large pro-Brexit area.
Oh, that's a face check from Scion. He's dead.
George, we're not
That's
going
first
yet.
blood. Sorry, I don't know how this works.
Just pause it and
Oh!
go for 5 seconds. Pause it and go for 5 seconds.
Alright, I'm going back.
Just put it at
I'm
5.
on 5
He's
seconds.
pummeling the Mordekaiser. What the?
David.
Okay, I'm in.
David.
I'm in.
Okay, so 5 seconds in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, we made it. Boy.
Yeah. Fucking hell, that internet, man. What is that?
It's not even. I don't even know what it is because my internet's not necessarily slow. It just doesn't start loading. All right. The boys at the boys
I have a
from
feeling
Telescope are
Scion's
walking
gonna
up.
face it.
I actually think the Scion potentially could face check it.
Yes,
And I
I mean,
think the
An LCS
Mordekaiser.
big call.
I think the Mordekaiser might die here as well.
I've heard from reliable sources that that's what's going to happen. And we do see some mastery flares from Team Telescope again.
Yeah,
That is a cheeky place to wait.
Yeah, I've asked the gypsy card reader, and
They
she
all
said that
flashed. I like that. That is a manly move. All flashing the wall to get to the other side. Feels bad that they didn't find anyone.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't even see that.
And let's
That's
see.
amazing.
We see Jonas here unexpectedly going into the
Oh my
brush.
god, the Scion's been
Yeah.
caught!
Imagine
the
if he had a
first-
flash to get out, boys.
Oh no, he's just absolutely
That binding was
pummeling the
clutch, yeah.
Mordekaiser.
1 for 1.
1 for 1.
That could have been a lot worse for the start, I feel.
Definitely though, you would prefer the kill on the Kha'Zix than on the Scion.
Yeah. He's a little bit of noodle combat in the mid lane.
Yeah, just a bit of a standard start after the initial invade. We do have to keep in mind that all of Team Flare doesn't have Flash.
Yeah, but Team Telescope doesn't know that, and I feel like that's a saving grace for them.
That is true. Actually, they don't know that. It might get a bit confusing when they get to the point where the Flash would save them, and they just don't use it.
What?
Like, wait, why didn't they Flash there? The Veigar's starting to pick up a bit of
Nicely.
a farm advantage. Ross is going in actually there. And there's a bit of a fight in the mid lane.
You have some action coming now.
Yeah, Bandic winning them trades for the moment.
And I mean, considering they didn't give us a level 1 pentakill, I feel like they owe us some action in lane now.
That's true actually.
Bro.
We'll probably see Ross doing a bit more than just invading this time around. He is on a jungler that can definitely get some ganks off.
Svex is just gonna be put behind again now by not going for camps and just trying to.
There's the hook actually.
That could be a kill.
That's a
Svex.
lot of damage onto Jack.
Good thing Svex still had his flash.
Yeah, that's true. Good job he didn't randomly flash a wall. But Ross is recalling on a ward now. Misses the
And a bit
chase.
of mastery flexing from Bandic.
And I mean, I feel like he deserves that. He has been playing Talia, so flexing that. Obviously, we want to see Team Flare winning this one just to get a game 3.
Oh,
See
definitely.
the
Oh, the
hook.
hook coming through, hitting Alex behind Jack there.
But the
They
the
get
CC from the bot lane of Team Flare is actually really strong against Team Telescope's bot lane.
Yeah, it's very difficult for the Mordekaiser to walk past the Veigar
Veigar.
cage.
Getting his 1-2-3 off is good.
Yeah, difficult scenario. But that's why he's got the Blitzcrank with him.
That is true.
Ross picking up his second buff now.
Svex killing a Scuttle Crab. They are very even in farm. But of course Svex has that one extra kill, which is gonna give him a bit of an early advantage.
Yeah.
we see some mastery flexing from
So a bit more of the flexing going on in the bot lane.
Flex that EP. And John is just doing his thing in the top lane. Spreading his space aids.
Now they're under the tower, the hooks will start flying out. This is the position that they want them to be in for Telescope.
But it's not necessarily a good place to hook someone, because if he get bound back, then he's just gonna die on the turret lane. So early.
If they get too close, then yeah, definitely. But that is a really big minion wave, so
Alright, I think
That's gonna
Jack
do a
just
lot
missed
of
every
damage.
single farm under
I,
that tower.
I actually think he did, yeah.
Yeah,
Yikes.
but I mean, last hitting is hard.
Clearly not practiced on the Veigar.
It's not one of his go-to ADCs.
Why is he playing Veigar?
I don't fucking know for the memes.
Can I have a little check-in to see? He has in fact gained 20 ability power so far.
And we actually have
Off of the passive.
flashes up again for all of Team Flare.
Yeah,
So they
not
didn't
punished.
really-
Not punished at all for that level 1. Other than the Scion
we
at the
see
level 1.
Bandic with the gank.
Yeah, coming into bot lane using that wall
Yes.
effectively. But they do still have the cage,
Wow,
so
Jack doesn't flash the flip. pretty
Oh,
ballsy.
that is a nice hook
Ross
right
looks
there.
like he's dead.
A kill for the Mordekaiser. That is very. But he
There's
has
no
rebounded.
mana,
They are both of them, so it's just
Yeah.
gonna be a noodle
no
combat.
damage coming off there.
Very nice roam from our boy Bandic. And Jen just instantly proccing his spell shield by coming back to lane. It's gotta be infuriating for the Scion.
Now, there is a bit of a farm advantage on the Scion, and the thing with Scion over the Nasus is it pushes considerably faster than Nasus does. Where Nasus wants to pick up all of those individual minions, Scion's just there, dropping his Q across them, hitting his W, just exploding all over the whole minion wave.
That
Is the
He's also
advantage.
gonna get more tanky fast.
Exactly, yeah.
We have
But he's
Ross
not gonna be able
going
to have
for
the same like
gank.
rundown potential as the Nasus had.
Yeah, Ross is looking up top, but I don't think he's going to pick anything up.
And once again, we see the junglers being a bit behind on levels. We need to see them just farm up, I think. For that.
They are, yeah, no, they are a little bit behind, but Svex taking 5 puts him at the position he should be in. The thing with jungle right now is the XP was nerfed. I'm not sure if it was last patch or the patch before. But basically it means the junglers are almost always behind where you'd expect them to be. There's all in from Stenberg, but he doesn't see Svex, who does then walk in, and he's not going to be able to pick anything up. The flash away.
Just accidentally knocked him the wrong way.
Svex just recalled for a second then. I'm not sure if that was BM, but they do get the kill.
Yeah, but that
There's
is
Ross to pick up the reply.
Malzahar is coming down.
We can
so this
probably
could
see the
potentially
Malzahar
be
ult now. If he catches up to him, no, there's just the kill without it.
Well, very good roaming from John coming down there, and he's keeping up in farm while roaming.
Yeah.
That's very.
This ain't looking too hard, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the Mordekaiser's already like past the point where he sucks, and now he's actually pretty good already.
And oh, that is a deadly.
Like, I think you pick the Caitlyn Lux into the Mordekaiser Blitzcrank lane, and you can actually punish pretty hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
the
think
Veigar.
Veigar's doing anything.
and the Vega is for the memes. We do appreciate memes, but we'd also appreciate a game 3. So need to do something. Because they have a level advantage now. More hitting level 6 is gonna be
And let's see what the
dangerous.
Blitzcrank with
and
the
a
pull.
hook hit, and that that's gonna
And
hit
there
you.
he goes. And the Lux clone just going to start inting it down the lane.
Just poking down the Vega. And we have level 6 on Raz as well, and on Kha'Zix. So we're gonna see some ganks coming out now, I feel. Especially for that Silas with different ultis, he's definitely gonna start doing damage.
It's quite difficult for him to gank mid lane because
What does he
Seriously.
actually get when he ults Kha'Zix?
just the invisibility.
Yay.
And a bit of a speed up as well.
That sounds fucking great.
Yeah, found on the camp there by... Was it a ward? No, they just randomly walked in and found him.
On.
That is
And
unlucky.
another hook hits. Man, Blitzcrank is
Ooh!
manning it up, but he gets
nice
sick
trade.
by heal. Yeah, good heal. Correct. But not enough to save him. Svex is actually a head and farm and jungle presence this game. Really good to. That's a new position for him to be in.
Yeah.
And John is just dumping top. Looks like. Yeah, we want to see some miracles from Team Flare at this point.
Yeah, we kind of need to see them doing something because they're playing incredibly slowly.
He just
And
died in
Bandix-
minefield.
Bandix, I don't even know what that is.
The
Rocks on the
minefield.
floor.
Yeah, minefield.
It's all reactive plays right now from Team Flare. There's no proactive plays.
Here
And
comes
that is the gank
Talia.
up into the top lane with Talia. That is a tanky Scion, so
Yeah, he's not
just
gonna
walk
die.
off.
Bandit has missed his entire combo, so.
Yeah.
But it is hard on a rooted target.
Oh, they're actually going in here,
That is manly.
and he's just instantly been killed.
Yeah, I appreciate the play trying to do something, but that's
Oh, and there's the
Yeah.
hook. That ult isn't quite far enough forward to kill him, but there goes the kill. Jack going to be a little bit annoyed that he's not the one picking up that one, but they do live and they do pick up the kill.
yeah. That is the second time Blitzcrank dies on the turret. I feel like he needs to think about how he's using his hooks at
Oh,
this point,
definitely, yeah.
because he knows what he's playing against. Like it shouldn't be a surprise that they're gonna root him under the turret. But they do have 3 tower plates almost down, so that's a sweet bit of gold.
There's another one.
We see the shutdowns coming out again already. It's looking rough. They're already 4k down.
But there is the all-in with the Malzahar ult, and even there they can only just pick him up.
Oh, Jackie's in trouble. He's got flash up. But if I know
he
Jackie
did-
holds
did
on to his
miss
flash
the,
very late.
Did miss the hook, but I feel like he's running the wrong direction.
Turn
Here
around.
comes
Oh!
Alex actually as well.
Nice.
That's the Veigar outplay right there. Both the junglers walking in, Ross getting jumped on, but that is not really what you want to be seeing. Looked like Svex just walked through the Veigar stun as well.
Yeah, I think he just missed it with his speed up,
Yeah.
but that is a lot of damage coming out of the Kha'Zix even this early in the game.
Yeah. He looks
Sinus
like he
juice.
could well die to these Krugs though.
It's gonna be close. Good thing there's no Karthus to finish him off in this game.
Yeah, we don't see him doing the Ross.
I mean, it's not a red buff either, so
There's the all-in
that is the
from
only that could be
Stenberg.
interesting.
He must have fucked up his Q there because Bandic was marked, but
Yeah, but he takes so much damage every time he dashes through the minefield, and I don't think he realizes that's what's going to happen. Because he keeps doing it.
And the
that
hook!
that's the max range hurt.
That is
They
impressive.
just pick him up straight away.
I feel like Aurelia is definitely not picking Talia because
Oh, definitely not. No.
that minefield.
Oh,
And
There's
another hook.
as well there.
I think he's pretty dead here.
He doesn't have his flash, but he is still gonna die.
Gets zapped with the
He
hex stack.
died to Airy, I think.
No, he got zapped with the Scimitar, I think. The
No, I think it was
Bridgewater
Airy.
Cutlass.
Hold on.
Or maybe that one.
Silas pick looking a little bit underwhelming this game, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, we have seen better Silex performances out of people. It's I appreciate the memes coming out, but I feel like we have a lot of non-main picks. That's what's gonna cost them the game. Giving Bandic that Talia is dangerous.
It's an interesting move to say the least. The bot lane
Yeah.
is sitting on a ward there. It'll die in a few seconds, and they will realise that. But it looks like Specs is just going to take out Alex. Nope, not immediately. The flash and the hook doesn't miss.
But half health
It
with 1
does
Q.
miss.
That's
We
an amount of
see
damage.
John getting the top turret.
That's gonna be not even first turret, but another turret for team, and it's just gonna increase.
They're actually going to all in him now. Ross coming up
This is
at the
a nice
same
play.
time.
Spell
If
shield.
you can steal the Malzahar ult,
That's really good.
They
is he gonna
Yeah,
steal the
he's-
did a
Malzahar ult?
nice little layer of
He
CC
cannot
there.
yet. He still has a cooldown on it. But they get the kill regardless.
And the Drake traded away. Nice little play there going up top. Good.
See, that's what they should have been doing a long time ago. That play with the Scion ult. It's pretty free every time.
Seems like Sphex, he's gonna escape.
Just a cheeky little stealing away. Yeah, Malzahar isn't really an escaper,
another
so
hook
when he gets
hitting.
run down, he's just gonna die.
Onto the Lux.
And
who
a
is
lot
just,
of
in fact,
damage.
Gonna walk off because there is no follow up.
Hook's coming up at 2. He's got flash if he wants it.
And there's the
He's hit
hook.
it.
Lays
Rookie
Rookie
Taking
mistake,
that
walking
kill.
back to the binding, keeping yourself in range of the hook.
That is sad. Well played by Dump.
Nikolai with the hooks.
Pretty sure Silas wins this 1v1. No, he
Oh
doesn't.
no, he definitely doesn't. Svex is
Svex
so
is-
far ahead of him.
Yeah, and that isolated damage is just crazy.
Nice clean up there from Jackie Poo.
Looks like they're going in now. He's
Oh no.
he just really doesn't have enough damage. He's too far behind. Matt has killed him with that ult as well.
Yeah, looks like it.
He's gonna take down.
Bandit actually picks
Yeah,
him
Bandit
up,
took him out.
and John is just pushing top lane.
The tower still hasn't gone down though, which is
Really
interesting
is.
to see, but there it is.
If I was a betting man, I'd say that this game is pretty fucking over.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a win condition anymore. I don't know if there
Someone's
ever was a
telling
win
me
condition.
you're right.
When they flashed all over the wall at level 1, that was it from me. That was it.
I mean, they didn't lose anything from it, but they didn't win.
Yeah, I think if that had worked and they'd found them,
Do they even win it if they find them? I guess they do have the Scion, who's got
Yeah.
at level 1.
yeah, but you kind of want the Scion to like be the one in the bush as the other team walks in.
Yeah, you go for that big old Q nasty.
Look at the bot lane just sharing the minions. What a teamwork.
We're a bunch of nice guys.
Indeed.
There's the blue buff going over to Talia as he flashes his level 7.
There's just no way now. There's just no way.
I mean, it's definitely not looking good. Silas has been very underwhelming.
There's no way. I mean, the only way is like maybe if Scion gets a nice ult flank and then they line up the Luxol and the Veigar AoE. I mean, it'd have to be like absolutely god tier.
Perfectly played.
But even then, I mean, it's just like every single person in the enemy team's a damage threat, even Blitzcrank at this point, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with that Zeke. It's gonna do a lot of damage. I feel like Vega needs to run away now or he's gonna be run down.
I mean, I don't know about the
He
Silas
does have
pick
his
for
team
Ross.
moving.
I don't know where Ross has gone. I don't know if he's gone a bit cuckoo this tournament or what, but I know
No, he
Ross
just-
is the
just
AD
thinks
jungle
that's
player.
weird.
He's played Karthus and Silas, and they're not Ross champions, if I'm honest.
Everyone from Telescope arriving into the bot lane to take down that little attempted gank.
And Jan just tried to flex on Sion and realized, okay, he's not doing any damage.
Okay,
This
that is
Malzahar
one.
pick is dirty, I'm not gonna lie.
That
Last
is
Yeah,
one tanky Scion though.
Yeah, Malzahar top is definitely
I'd
interesting.
say it's ban worthy against his team. I don't know what
Yeah.
else is played by. Was it Jonas? Is that
John.
That's
That's
yeah.
John.
Oh, is it fucking Alex?
Yeah.
It's John and Jonas in the top lane.
My goodness. Oh yeah, it's Jonas the Flame. I didn't see that. Got my nameplates turned off, boys.
Look at this man. Flexing his nameplates.
Flexing those nameplates. On or off, he can do both. Get you a man that can do both.
Yeah, but John has been playing a lot of Malzahar in the mid lane, so it's only natural to pick it in the top just to style on Jonas, who's known for only playing these tanky bruises.
I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the most depressing things to be as
that's a nice pick.
Oh,
They
that's a
died to
great
Italian
turnaround
damage.
there, yeah. Yeah,
And the
this is
suppress.
this is very depressing
game.
for the Scion to just watch his team dying around him when
Yeah,
he
he
can't
can't-
really do anything.
Can't really peel or anything. Because
There's no
He's
minion
just
wave. They should go back for the dragon here.
They actually can pick up Baron. I don't know how quick Mordekaiser's Baron is,
I think they're
and
going for the bot tower.
Talia isn't all
Actually,
that
no,
fast.
Just
I
getting
feel like
people.
Svex's Baron is gonna be pretty fast though.
That's true.
I think they get the dragon and they take the dragon to Baron. Can you do that? I think pretty sure you can do that, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
That'd be
Yeah,
pretty
the
tasty.
Mordekaiser dragon.
Yeah, we haven't seen any more dragons yet, which is with him a bit sad. But Svex's Kha'Zix is actually doing work. I didn't
he's
expect that.
fine. Yeah, he did have a very good early game.
Yeah, and it's good to see that when Svex actually plays something that scales good off of AD, It does damage, not like Jarvan.
Yeah, so they're just walking back over. They're just launching Matt into the distance there.
And Sveig's
they-
just
they
gonna
can't-
go back. He's not even gonna fail that smite. He's just gonna go back.
They do now have the Mordekaiser Dragon. What they really want to do is walk that onto Baron and just kill it as quickly as possible with the dragon.
And Sveig's just finished his Duskblade, so that's gonna be a power spike.
I'm not gonna lie, walking into a lane with a dragon, pretty big dick move.
That is pretty baller. They could just run it down mid.
Oh, definitely.
Might be just what they're going to do.
They see me rolling, they hate it.
And they're trying to stun the dragon. I don't think it's gonna work.
Oh,
these
that's
hooks are
nice.
just
and
honestly.
those hooks are crazy on point.
I think this game's a good example of if you take champ select seriously with your bans, you could actually maybe stand a chance against a team like this.
Yeah.
Because the Blitzcrank shouldn't be there, the Talia shouldn't be there. Honestly, the Malzahar probably shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Judging from last game.
But
I
then you
think-
have a Zoe and Bandix.
I think what I would say is that the Malzahar is dealable with. He's pushing really well, but he's not doing too much other than that. Whereas if you just ban the Talia and the Zoe away from Telescope, that's Bandic on an uncomfortable pick. He did show in the first game that he's not necessarily super uncomfortable on the Victor. We've seen him play other champions as well. But the Blitzcrank, I think, is a must ban at this point.
Yeah.
Matt dying, he's a bit mad about the fact that he's lost his
He
He
lost
did
like
lose.
8 stacks, but he's still on
Yeah.
17.
Jack is a bit mad at the fake at the stacks there.
I feel like I'd be mad on Vega as well if the enemy ADC had more AP than me. That's that is feels bad on Vega.
That is another good hook, but he is on his own.
He's just landing them left and right. I don't think he's missed a whole lot of them, has he?
So I know his secondary pick is Brand.
Oh, and there we go, missing one. Yeah, and Bran is definitely more. I mean, that could be a lot of a poke, but it's not gonna help the Mordekaiser in the same way as the Blitzcrank did.
Right, Jack's just trolling.
Jack's just dead again.
Feels rough, man. And that is 1,000 gold shot down on Talia. And it doesn't matter how tanky that Sion is, he's not gonna survive this one.
Specs is having the game of his life. You want to
Yeah.
have those Kha'Zix games where you don't have to do anything, your team's ahead, so then you can just jump in and kill squishies all
Yeah.
game long. And it doesn't matter if you fuck it up or if you do it well. Best Kha'Zix games.
He's
All
definitely
lanes ahead.
been doing his thing this game.
Bit of a show match this one, but
Well played by Team
Team
Telescope.
Telescope.
picking up
They're
the win.
gonna go off, and Team Flare.
most likely
sadly,
gonna pick up the win.
Team Flare sadly out of the tournament after this one.
Yeah.
That is
Even Sternberg's changed teams. He's
That's the
joined
way
the
it's going to be.
Mordekaiser's team.
if you can't beat him, join him. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, the Nexus going down there, and that's game.
GG.
Good
Well,
game.
I'm gonna say
Quick one.
yikes to that one.
I would say yikes, I'm not gonna lie.
So that means the loser of the next game between Team Solar and Team Memes and Dreams are going to face Team Telescope in the losers semifinals.
Yeah, we do see. We actually have members from. We have two members from both teams here.
Yeah.
Could be a good game.
Good.
Right.
We should
Who do we
take
want to pull in? Bones?
someone
I don't
from
know.
You
the
know what?
losing team.
I know who we're taking in.
Oh hell. Hello.
Hello. Hello, Nikolai.
Hello.
Those were some sweet hooks.
Thank you.
Have you been practicing?
Blitz is my main. I think I've played him for 2 seasons now.
Nice.
So when was the moment that you actually said Blitzcrank is the love of my life?
I mean, I figured out he was OP at one point. I thought I would try him out. I've been a support main for the last 4 seasons or so. And I thought, you know, I need someone else. Back then I played a lot of Soraka. brand. All of a sudden, you know, I needed a tanky pick. Blitz was pretty good, so I just started practicing.
And tilting the members of Europe West.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the question. The next game is up against Memes and Dreams and Solar. Who are you expecting to play in the losers semi-final?
In the losers semi-final.
Yeah, so your next game.
Oh, I have no clue.
Nice.
Being-
you just gotta wait and see what happens.
Nikolai being a little bit of political here with the pressure coming from half of us.
I mean, it doesn't matter which ones you're against, I suppose, as long as you just hook him right. It doesn't matter.
I mean,
Well-
as long as they don't ban both Blitz and my brand next time, so I can actually play good
I
support.
think both me and George are gonna speak for the team here when we are saying that you're not gonna play Blitzcrank against us.
Oh.
I think we can also say that for our team.
Yeah. Being the one doing the bans, you're not gonna play Blitzcrank.
No.
You're not gonna play Blitzcrank against Lisa. Just saying.
Oh no.
Well, I guess I should practice some other support.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're giving you the insider information here. Blitzcrank will be banned.
Nice. I mean, I'm looking forward to a challenge.
Oh, he smashed him in the game and now he's smashing him in the end.
A little bit of BM at the end.
Oh no.
Alright. That's gonna be it for the games. I suppose let's jump down
Yeah.
in the channel with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this was day 3, ladies and gentlemen, and we hope to see you next time in the grand finals. See you all.
Right.